And then the other aspect was that in all of our work, we always try to put most effort into those problems where others don't. So maybe in the current work, we're working more on biodiversity and deforestation than, say, on climate change. Not because we don't think that climate change is as important, but because there's lots of good information on climate change from other institutions. And so we were also thinking, well, like there's the Guardian and the FT and the Economist and all of them are already on the COVID reporting. But then I think the thing that changed it for me was really just how difficult it was to access the data. And the other aspect was that I thought the media was not telling the story that was most important at the time. It was very much focusing on low case numbers. It was like here in Brighton, there are 3 cases reported, and over in Cardiff, there's another case, and that's it. But the story was the growth rate. And that was really the key thing that you have to know in an outbreak of an infectious disease. And the focus wasn't on the growth rate, and I was going mad. Like I just couldn't believe like how poor this reporting was. And then we started bringing the data together. And as you said, it was ridiculous how difficult it was to bring this data together. It was like, at some point, like we started like very seriously working on it. And Hannah Ritchie, my colleague in the team, and I were having these morning phone calls every morning, super early. Like she always wakes up at like 4 or something. We had these early calls where we would be looking at the PDF. Like the WHO was actually publishing their data in a PDF. It wasn't even a spreadsheet, right? and we would go through, like Hannah would be dictating like Philippines 7, Indonesia 9, Thailand 14, and I would be typing the numbers down in a spreadsheet. And it was like obvious that the numbers wouldn't add up. It was like, yeah, the total in Thailand is now lower than the total in Thailand was yesterday, and the total in the world is lower than the numbers in China alone. And it was just clear like in what a poor state the data was.